What was really the joke? Because I got seen the video last night.
Okay, so you ever seen G.I. Jane? The movie G.I. Jane? So you know how G.I. Jane, she's in there and her head is shaved and all that stuff like that. So he made a joke saying that she should be in the next G.I. Jane because of her alopecia. And my thing is, he should have known that everybody pretty much knows, especially if you're on his level, you know that Jada got alopecia because she talked about it on her Red Table Talk. So that's what a joke was like. My wife got a disease, man. Like, this ain't nothing to play about. This ain't nothing to talk about. This ain't nothing to be funny about.
And I look at it okay, like if somebody come in here in a wheelchair and he'd be like, Roland, we can laugh if he say that shit. But you can't say that. You get what I'm saying? You can't say that.
Right.
You can't do that, Joe. Like, you get what I mean? Like if Jada come in there and say ballin', Jada say ballin', we can. Jada didn't say that.
I cut with the combo. The better the people, the better the combo.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't come up there like, hey man, that was a good one. I don't feel like he was like, boy, I'm finna shake your hand, boy, that was the best joke. He ain't do like, and then, you know what I'm saying? Like you would do, you like, hey man, my bad. He ain't do that. He came with that George Jefferson style, schwap, like Charlie Murphy.
Mm-hmm.
That's how he did Rick James.
Yeah, he did.
So I look at it like, boy, you Rick James a man like that on TV in that good suit. Y'all better be playing.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you don't do nothing. Cause did Chris Rock even interview or anything? Y'all heard anything?
You talking about afterwards?
Yeah, I ain't hear no after.
No, so afterwards they went to an after party.
Together. I seen Chris. Okay, so
they apologized. Well, they
Will
reconciled.
apologize?
Yeah, they reconciled.
Did Chris Rock apologize first?
Will Smith went to Instagram and posted it.
Yeah, Will Smith, he went to Instagram and apologized.
See what I'm saying? It seems like it's all some internet stuff. Like, you can't slap me in person, but apologize to me on the internet personally. I really ain't feeling that. Like, don't slap me in my face, and then you got my phone number, and then you go on the internet, bro?
Yeah.
Like, I'm feeling like you trolling me,
Mm-hmm.
in my opinion. Am I tripping?
No, you're not tripping at all. I mean, my take on it is, you wouldn't be in this situation dealing with this whole thing that, you know, that went down or whatever because of Jada. And I think that, I mean, if you really want to be technical about it, that's Will Smith's decision. You know what I'm saying? He made that decision and he got to live with the consequences of his actions. I think anybody that's dealing with a lot of emotions, they're going to act out in the time of, and you're not really going to be controlling your emotions that much. So my thing is, I don't fault him for what he did. I'm not saying what he did was wrong. I'm not saying what he did was right.
Mm-hmm.
But my thing is like, it's what he decided to do at that moment.
You can't really just be talking about a black man,
No, you can't, bro.
his kids and his wife, and not be prepared for something.
Yeah.
Even if it's just a verbal.
Even if it's a verbal, if it was verbal, he would have clapped back with him verbally. Yeah, you're right.
But you got to be ready for that. Like you got to know the code. And Chris Rock, he played Pookie in New Jack City.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yep.
You just got knocked off by Nino them.
Scotty.
You really can't act like, I'm just, bro. You at the Oscars, but you still Chris Rock.
Right.
You got to know the code, Chris.
Oh, you're right.
But like I say, it could be a ploy. But also, like you said, man, that's Jada. Like, to me, it ain't like he said, oh, your haircut and fucking low down dirty shame was trash. Y'all need better design. He was just like, girl, your sickness is trash. Like, bro, you talking about she really sick, bro.
Yeah. And the thing is, that's
like
the bad part.
Like, how do you go from like you think about it, like her own conscience and her own like confidence. Bro, she probably like down to the lowest.
You know what, my homeboy said that. Now my homeboy said you never know what she's going through in her mind mentally because she's dealing with plastic surgery. She had plastic surgery on her face. Evidently you feeling like you don't feel the same way about yourself. And then on top of that, you went and you lost all your hair.
Who telling Jada Pinkett to get
as a woman, you're not gonna feel pretty at all. So my thing is like, you don't know if she's had suicidal thoughts and she didn't share them with her husband, and now her husband like bearing all this pain and whatnot for her, and that's why he went up there and did what he had to do. Man. That's what me and my homeboy was talking about this earlier, and I was like, it's a lot of different ways you can spin this whole situation, and we don't know what's really down to the nitty gritty, but they've given us so much information about their lives and about their marriage that it's like, well, damn. Like, we feel like we know a lot about y'all. I mean, you keep talking about Tupac and August Alsina and all this other stuff that was going on in y'all marriage. It's like you basically giving us the inside scoop to y'all damn marriage.
But I look at it like, man, I don't care about none of that. Like, I don't care what's in the streets, man.
No, you're right.
Man, like,
when it's your family,
man,
you know, you put all that shit to the side. And
I mean, you on the tabloids with all that. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, you knocking August Alsina out, but August ain't like here right now on stage. Like,
Yeah.
talking about like, yeah, I hit her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? In front of me.
Right. You see when before Will even thought about getting up out of the chair, Jada's made a couple faces.
Yeah.
Like,
bro.
Like, this
Have
might
that.
it's become a situation.
Right.
Man, y'all better have that. And you've been married that long, you got a code.
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
your
My
wife
wife
know
know.
how to press that button and
When
say,
I tell her to
you
go
need to get your
crank the
ass
car
up
up,
and go handle this business right
Listen,
now.
if I tell her, go crank the car up, and she already knowing what time it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we gonna have to leave here real fast and real soon.
Yep.
So go and be ready. You know, like, I'm pretty sure Jada probably said,
That's kind of how Stitch was.
Yeah, like-
She didn't even look at him.
she probably,
Will.
oh, you gotta
William.
think, he really know when she upset.
Yeah.
Like, if you know your girl.
Yeah, you right.
Your girl know you. She be like, oh, I know he hungry. I'm gonna go get him what he eat.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't gotta say nothing.
No, you right though.
Or it's like, okay, maybe he was laughing until she wasn't. Now it ain't funny to us.
Right.
Cause listen, if I'm laughing and she crying, I better stop laughing.
At the end of the day though, Will got to go home with her.
Man, really?
That's your wife. You got to live with her, man, and you gonna have to hear that.
And Chris Rock better take that slap and go apologize. That's who needs to be apologizing. You come on this man, you know he just won one of the awards for best film with best black women to ever play tennis. And you come up here and say that about his wife. Why you ain't say nothing about all them white people? You had a lot of other people to say something about. You got multiple targets. Keep it away from him. I would. I'm thinking, hey, he might be on the edge. You know, I see what he's going, like, Chris Rock, you see what he going through in real life?
Yeah, I didn't know much about Chris Rock's life. Oh, you talking about Will Smith?
Yeah, you see his life playing out in the tabloids. He looks like a man that may not need a couple of jokes. Like the whole August Alsina
Just leave
thing.
him alone.
Yeah,
he's off limits for right now.
The August Alsina ain't even fizzled out. And his wife, and they piping up
There's
about
so
the
many
wife.
memes out there on him, so I mean, he is off
He
limits.
ain't, look how he played August Alsina. Everybody like, he ain't even play it like, man, he not, like, you know.
Right.
I feel like everybody, like, oh, you know, Will doing it. Listen, man, Will kept his on the tuck. She go mess with, you know, like
the
the
little boy friend.
we don't even know who Will look, you know what I mean,
Right.
Will is, whatever she is, whoever she is. But she go, man, all and then you all in the papers talking about, okay, I'm gonna play cool, I'm all right, I'm hurting though, I'm
Right,
hurt. You
right.
still my girl, I'm hurting now.
Right.
Then we get out here, it's my night, you done took me through all this, man. I'm
see-
slapping this guy.
Another thing too though is what we don't realize is because we know so much about their situation and their whole marriage and everything. But another thing that I also think about too is you don't know if they didn't reconciled already.
Yeah.
And they trying to move on to a whole new chapter in their marriage.
They still married.
And Chris saying what he said could have set Will back.
That's married people business.
But that's married people
All
business.
that cheating and all that, if they still together, you just act like that ain't happened. In my
That's how
eyes.
most people do it though. That's real.
Oh, y'all back cool? Okay, well, I still love
that's
y'all.
cool. Hey,
Whatever.
look, whatever y'all got,
If y'all
you
like
love it. Right, you like it, I love it.
Listen, if you and your wife beat each other up and you say, fuck her, it's over. And then next week I see y'all together, I'm like, hey, man, hey, how y'all doing?
We just had a bad night.
I ain't even bringing y'all right up. It ain't even,
Right.
if y'all back together, y'all ain't in court.
Right.
Boy, I'm
Right.
so happy for y'all and the baby
Right.
y'all.
I was worried about y'all for a
Man,
minute.
exactly. I ain't finna say, man, you
Right.
really gonna take her back after that?
Right.
I wanna get slapped. You come in here with your wife and I'm bringing up that y'all business like
Look,
that.
stay out of people's
Man,
stay out of
stay
people's
out of
marriage,
people.
man.
What was really the